Hello everyone, it's Graham from Lakeside, and first of all, what you see in front of you is one of my hoppers, the Freightliner ones, and I've bought some loads for them which are limestone, and they are absolutely brilliant. They just literally slot in, nice tight fit so they don't rattle around, and they just slot in, so I can just with my fingernail just get underneath it and flip that out if I want. But it just creates a more realistic looking hopper, I think, with a load in them. So all I need to do now is that I want to weather these just slightly. I want to do this white panel at the back here and at the front, obviously. I just want to put a grime on that and also on the chassis here. And then I'll probably do that with airbrush, or I might even do it with dry brush, but I will certainly dry brush along the top there, spillage of the lime dust which you would get. I've looked at photographs on Google and some are reasonably new looking, but most have got this lime white dusting coming down the sides, especially on the top area here, and obviously grime along the bottom. So I will be doing that at a later stage, but the main purpose of the video is, if you remember, I had my 4 silver A4's running the other day in synchronization along this platform area, and I had a few people saying that they would like to see how I did that. So what I thought I would do, I will get my other A4's out and I would show you how I do those to get them all in sync, and then hopefully with a bit of luck I will have those 4 plus these 4 A4's as well. And what I'd like to do, I haven't done it yet, but what I'd like to do is to get all 8 running in sync along this straight here of the platform edge. Sorry, not platform edge, of the platform area. That's a big ask, but I'm going to see if I can do it. It will take a few goes, but I will show you how I do it anyway. So there's 2 factors really in getting these to sync up together. The first one is the actual speed they will be going, and the next part is the getting the acceleration. Now I'm not touching any CVs on these, I've already done that in previous times I've put them on the track, so I'm happy with the CVs. And in fact these 3 here have all got lock pilot, ESU lock pilot decoders in them, and what I did, I got one right to how I want it, and then I copied that file using a lock programmer onto the other 2 decoders. So then I knew that every single decoder in those 3 were correct to each other, absolutely identical, just by copying one file, getting that right first, copying the file into the lock programmer, and then copying it back onto the other 2 decoders. So those 3 are all identical in their CVs, absolutely identical, and the decoder has been tuned to each of the motors. So I know that those 3 are absolutely identical. This one has got a lock sound decoder, because as you know I've got smoke and lights and stuff on it, so that's slightly different. So that hasn't been matched to the other 3, but having said that, it's fairly easy to just get these running in sync. So let's go back to these 4 here. Now all these have got different decoders in, different manufacturers. Some are Hornby, some Hornby TTS, some are U-Choose. The Mallard is a U-Choose. I can't remember what the other ones are actually. It might be a lock sound, but they're all different. So the first thing I do to get these running in sync is to get the speed right first, because the speed will be different on each one at different settings. If you put it on number 2 on the I forgot the name of it, the Z21, if you put it on number 2 like I've got here, then it doesn't mean to say that another one will be running at the same speed on speed step 2. So you have to experiment and get the speeds right first. Once you've got that right, you then have to do the acceleration. Well, as I've said, I'm not touching the CVs on the acceleration. All I do, which I'll show you in a minute, is see which ones accelerate quicker and which ones accelerate slower. And once I've found that out, I can then stagger them, say to there, to there, to there. I'm just guessing at the moment, like that, so that as they start up, they all catch up with each other and give a formation. What I'm after is a formation like that. So they're running in that kind of formation. So you see the nameplates of each one as they're coming through. Just move me thing. So that's the idea, exactly like these are. So what I'm after at the end of the day are 8 A4's running down this straight in that formation, all running at the same speed. They will start off quite differently, but as they progress, they should all end up running like that, as you saw in the previous video. I hope that all makes sense. If not at the moment, it probably will do as the video progresses. So what I've done at the moment, I've got the speed settings correct. That's my wife mowing the lawn. I've got the speeds about right at the moment, and so what I will do, I will start them off, and if you've got a Z21, then your biggest friend for doing this is that button there, which is the stop and go button just here. So what I've done is, you will see in a minute when I switch it on, you will see them accelerate at different rates, and so they will go out of formation. So let's show you that now by pressing the go button. Now you can see some are started off slower, but they are all roughly running at the same speed. So let's shut the power off. So what we have is, at the back we've got sparrowhawk, then we've got mallard, then we've got herring gull just there, and then we've got bittern, which is the double tender version in BR green, not the blue. So let's take those back, and what I'll do, I'll switch the camera off now because it'll take a little bit of frigging around. What I've got to do now is to look at this formation. It's not that far off actually. I've just got to adjust the formation as they start up, so that when they get to about here, they're all showing that kind of sloping formation as per those. Okay, so I will just shut the camera down, and it really is just a case of positioning them sort of like that. One in front, maybe that one there, and that one back there. I don't know yet until I try it. So I'm going to mess around with doing this until I'm happy. Okay, so I'll be back a little bit later. Okay, so bye for now. Okay, right, let's try this formation and see how it goes. Because obviously when I put it back, each time I try it, it will probably be slightly different. So let's see what this one's like. See that mallard is just a little bit behind, so I need to correct that. Okay, right, let's see what that formation gives us. Not too bad. I think that's about it. Okay, so just press the stop button, and then what I will do, I will drag them back to where I had them, plus these, and then and then all hell will let loose when I press the go button. So let's try it and see what happens. Okay, so I'll be back shortly. Bye. Hi again everyone, right, well I hope you enjoyed that synchronised train bashing. It was quite difficult to keep those four in time with these four. It's okay keeping those four together and those four together, but it's kind of doubly difficult to try and keep all eight synced, but I did it in the end. It's just a case of getting used to what speeds all these are capable of at particular settings. But I say I did it in the end, and I think it worked out okay. I'm pleased with the end result. It's not perfect by any means, but I can't spend too long today up here because I've got a fence to mend and finish off, apparently. So I've started it, stopped it, did this, and now I've got to finish it off. So there you go. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. I know I got quite a few dislikes on the previous video, but I don't give a shit about that. If they don't like it, they don't like it. I like it, and that's all that matters. So there you go. Hopefully most of you will enjoy this, and those you don't. Okay, so you got to laugh at this lot, you really have. So take care people, and I'll speak to you sometime during the week, probably at the weekend. Okay, bye for now. Bye.